A train driver has been killed and more than 30 people have been injured after another serious rail accident in Spain. This latest incident is the second major rail crash to occur in just over 3 days, raising fresh concerns about rail safety as severe weather continues to affect large parts of the country. Officials believe the crash, which happened near Barcelona, was caused by the collapse of a wall that fell onto the railway track during heavy storms. Emergency services were called to the scene outside Barcelona yesterday evening after a commuter train derailed. Ambulance crews worked for hours to treat the injured and transport them to nearby hospitals. According to local authorities, the Rodalies commuter train struck a retaining wall that had collapsed onto the tracks between the towns of Gelida and Sant Sadurní. The sudden obstruction left the driver with no time to stop the train, leading to the derailment and widespread damage to several carriages. The accident occurred as powerful storms battered northeastern Spain. Heavy rainfall, strong winds, and unstable ground conditions have been reported across the region in recent days. Coastal areas in the east and the northwest of the country remain on high alert as weather warnings continue. Officials say the extreme weather likely weakened the wall, causing it to give way and fall onto the railway line at a critical moment. Tragically, one person lost their life in the Barcelona area crash. It has now been confirmed that the victim was a man in his late 20s who was undergoing training to become a train driver. He was inside the cab at the time of the derailment. More than 30 passengers were injured, with several suffering serious injuries. Some remain in hospital, including a number who are being treated in intensive care units. This latest derailment comes just 2 days after one of the worst rail disasters Spain has seen in more than a decade. On Sunday, 2 high-speed trains collided in southern Spain, resulting in a devastating loss of life. 42 people are known to have died in that crash, which occurred in the region of Andalusia. The scale of the tragedy shocked the nation and prompted an immediate response from the authorities. In the aftermath of Sunday's crash, recovery teams worked continuously at the scene. Heavy machinery was brought in to lift wreckage and search the damaged carriages. In the last few hours, emergency services confirmed that the final 3 bodies trapped inside the train cars had been recovered. Officials now believe that no more victims remain at the site. While the death toll currently stands at 42, local authorities have said that this figure is likely to be final or very close to it. More than 30 people injured in the southern Spain collision are still receiving medical treatment. Some remain in critical condition, and doctors continue to monitor them closely. Families of the victims have been gathering at hospitals and support centers, while memorial services have been held to honor those who lost their lives. The King and Queen of Spain visited injured passengers in hospital and attended a mass held in memory of the victims, offering condolences and support to grieving families. Investigations are now underway to determine exactly what caused both of these serious rail accidents. In the case of the southern Spain collision, investigators are examining data from the trains, track conditions, and signaling systems. At this stage, the precise cause of that crash has not yet been officially confirmed. Authorities have promised a full and transparent inquiry to establish what went wrong and whether any safety failures were involved. Meanwhile, attention has also turned to the situation in Catalonia following the derailment near Barcelona. Although officials have stated that the 2 incidents are not directly related, the fact that they occurred so close together in time has caused widespread concern. Train services across much of Catalonia have been suspended as a precaution. Suburban rail networks around Barcelona have been brought to a halt while safety checks are carried out. In fact, authorities have revealed that there were 2 derailments in Catalonia on the same day. The first was the fatal incident near Gelida that resulted in 1 death and dozens of injuries. The second occurred at another location in the region and was also linked to severe weather conditions. Fortunately, that second derailment did not cause any injuries. However, taken together, the incidents prompted officials to suspend all local train services until the tracks could be thoroughly inspected. Rail engineers and emergency teams have been examining the lines throughout the region. In the last few hours, inspection crews have already identified rocks and debris on some sections of track, likely displaced by heavy rain and unstable ground. Local officials have said that services will not resume until every section of track is checked and declared safe. Ensuring there are no remaining hazards is being treated as a top priority. The suspension of rail services has caused major disruption for commuters. Thousands of people rely on suburban trains to travel into Barcelona each day for work and study. With trains not running, many passengers have been forced to seek alternative transport, leading to traffic congestion and delays. The situation has also affected educational institutions. One university in Barcelona announced that it had cancelled all exams scheduled for today, citing concerns that students would be unable to reach the campus on time. As Spain deals with the aftermath of these tragic events, questions are being raised about infrastructure resilience, emergency preparedness, and the impact of extreme weather on transport systems. With investigations ongoing and weather warnings still in place, authorities are urging caution and patience from the public. The country now waits for answers as officials work to understand what happened and to prevent such devastating accidents from happening again.